Caterpillar is the common name for the larvae of members of the order Lepidoptera, the insect order comprising butterflies and moths. As with most common names, the application of the word is arbitrary, and the larvae of sawflies commonly are called caterpillars as well. Caterpillars as a rule are voracious feeders, and many of them are among the most serious of agricultural pests. Conversely, various species of caterpillar are valued as sources of silk, as human or animal food, or for biological control of pest plants.
The mandibles are tough and sharp for chewing leaves. This contrasts with most adult Lepidoptera, which have highly reduced or soft mandibles. Behind the mandibles of the caterpillar are the spinnerets, for manipulating silk. Caterpillars can be confused with the larvae of sawflies. Lepidopteran larvae can be differentiated by defenses. Many animals feed on caterpillars as they are rich in protein.
The appearance of a caterpillar can often repel a predator. Its markings and certain body parts can make it seem poisonous, or bigger in size and thus threatening, or non-edible. Caterpillars have evolved defenses against physical conditions such as cold, hot or dry environmental conditions. Some Arctic species like Gynifera groenlandica have special basking and aggregation behaviors apart from physiological adaptations to remain in a dormant state. Many caterpillars are cryptically colored and resemble the plants on which they feed.
Caterpillars of Memoria arizonea that grow in spring feed on oak catkins and appear green. A venom which is among the most potent defensive chemicals in any animal is produced by the South American silk moth genus Lonemia. Plants contain toxins which protect them from herbivores, but some caterpillars have evolved countermeasures which enable them to eat the leaves of such toxic plants. These toxic species, such as the cinnabar moth, Pteria jacobii, and monarch Dinor's plexippus caterpillars, usually advertise themselves with the danger colors of red, yellow and black, often in bright stripes. Some caterpillars can evade predators by using a silk line and dropping off from branches when disturbed.
Most species shed their skin 4 or 5 times as their bodies grow, and they eventually pupate into an adult form. Some are predatory, and others prey on caterpillars of other species, for example Hawaiian Apothecia. Others, such as gypsy moth Lymandria dispar larvae, change their activity patterns depending on density and larval stage, with more diurnal feeding in early instars and high densities. Bacterial toxins such as those from Bacillus thuringiensis which are evolved to affect the gut of Lepidoptera have been used in sprays of bacterial spores, toxin extracts and also by incorporating genes to produce them within the host plants.
Plants evolve mechanisms of resistance to being eaten by caterpillars, including the evolution of chemical toxins and physical barriers such as hairs. Caterpillars grow very quickly. An adaptation that enables them to eat so much is a mechanism in a specialized midgut that quickly transports ions to the lumen midgut cavity, to keep the potassium level higher in the midgut cavity than in the blood. Some caterpillars are gregarious. The caterpillar suffers predation from a number of species.
Caterpillars of most species are herbivorous, but not all. Some feed on other animal products. For example, clothes moths feed on wool, and horn moths feed on the hooves and horns of dead ungulates.